I'm going to talk to you for a few minutes about the way we are wired. And I'm not talking about the kind of wiring that comes from chocolate, coffee, or energy drinks. I'm talking about how we're designed, how we're created, how we're shaped. While our current culture debates the what is correct question regarding male and female roles, I'm going to take a brief moment to do what the Apostle Peter did in 2 Peter 1. He told his readers, I will always remind you about the things you already know. And I want to remind you that you, as God's girls, were fashioned by the Father, wired by your Creator with an undeniable shape. And as a woman, that means that you were designed for relationships. For us, it began with Eve. We all know that story. There was no suitable companion found for Adam. And the only thing that's declared to that point, not good. But we have some supernatural anesthesia, a rib removal, and voila, we have Eve. She was created as a helper and companion for Adam. And girls, we have been meeting needs ever since. Yeah. In fact, many of the women in the Bible stories are about babies, or women wanting babies, or men and babies. We have Abraham, Sarah, Hagar, and the boys, Ishmael and Isaac. We have Isaac, Rebekah, and the twin boys. We have Jacob, Rachel, Leah, and their 12 boys. And as the mother of 4 boys, I am living proof. The legacy goes on and on. Now, being designed for relationships means that we're drawn toward nurturing, nesting, homemaking, whatever that looks like for each of us individually. And there is, of course, the woman that some of us love to hate, the Proverbs 31 woman, the caregiver extraordinaire. Her husband trusts in her. Her servants are well cared for. Her children are well dressed. But most of all, secure in her relationship with the Father, she is able to laugh at the days to come. So, what does this mean for us, 2014 women? It means that no matter what the world tells us, we are still wired for relationship. Here's proof. Looking back at the last ladies' event you attended, how many of you went or met there a friend or a relative? We just go together, don't we? And how many of you will admit in the last 2 weeks to having had a conversation with a total stranger in a grocery store or a beauty shop or a doctor's office or at a sports event? Even this week, here, we love it. Relating, sitting, speaking, being together. But be warned. Being designed for relationship brings both a blessing and a curse. It means bearing our heart outside of our body until the day we die. And spending our lives asking 2 questions. Is everybody happy? And if they're not, how can I fix it? Now this begins young. It started in Exodus with Miriam as a young girl. She tried to fix the needs of her baby brother Moses by following the basket, introducing herself to Pharaoh's daughter, and setting up her mother to raise him. In 2 Kings 5, a young Israeli slave girl sends Captain Naaman to Elisha for a leprosy cure. But sometimes we discover that we can't fix it, and we drown in the pain of those we love and in our own perceived failures. I know about that heartache through the life and death of my challenged child and my husband's death from cancer. Stories that are told in my book, Glimpses of Grace, Stories of Hope. I know it again now as I provide care for my second husband following a massive stroke in June of 2012. Being designed for relationship means sometimes grieving poor choices, ours and those we love, but it also means marveling at God's goodness in all the celebrations, the milestones, and the memory moments. We can truly celebrate because this same one that designed us for relationship calls us to Him for relationship. He calls us children, daughters, friends, sister, and He will call us bride. My challenge to you, recognize your design, put on your heart, and embrace your relationships, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Bring to them the fragrance of Christ as you were wired to do.